Okay, Misty, let's talk about your paper here. So you can see me here, and then you can see your paper here. So I'm going to talk about it and show you some things to fix. And I'm not going to go through and show and do everything. I will, if you have further questions, let me know. This is not the only advice I'm going to give you. I'm just going to point out things that I notice. The first thing is your format. It looks good. You have the 12-point Times New Roman. You have the spacing, and this is really minor, but there's no space. Proper MLA format, you don't have any space, so you just bring it up one. So right here, it's a little bit unclear about what side you're on, and this sentence right here is confusing. Death with dignity, quote, in their lives. Grammatically, that sentence doesn't flow, so I would fix this sentence right here. You've done the citation correctly, so good. Remember, you have to have a separate thesis paragraph, so you'll have your intro, and then you need your thesis paragraph that has your overall thesis statement with your map, and I don't see that, so it's not clear about what side you're going to be on. You just say, imagine a miracle waiting to happen, medicine being created, or maybe it's just not the patient's time to die. The first thing wrong with that sentence is that is an understood you imagine, so you're saying you imagine, so you need to rephrase that and make it clear. So you'll need your overall thesis statement. It should be illegal. The Death with Dignity Act should be illegal in all 50 states or something like that. That's your overall thesis statement. And then you'll need your map. And that's where you'll have your A, your B, your C. And that's when you will say, miracles happen. A new medicine could be created. And it's not our right to choose when we die or something like that. But you need to make sure that it's parallel, and when you read it, and I would suggest reading it out loud, that it flows and it's parallel. So that's my advice on the intro here. So make sure that when you have that, then your A, your B, your C, then your A is going to be whatever it is you put in your thesis. So make sure that you don't repeat yourself. If you're kind of repeating yourself here in your A, and you put right here Shirley Hubert, and then you have it cited down here, but it's unclear, who she is and what source this is. Let me go down here and see if you put it's works cited, and I can tell that. So you go down to the next page. Let's see. This one right here. Shirley here, Moody. I would strengthen this source right here. Also need to make sure that you put the page number. If there's no page number, you need to put the paragraph. So PAR period and the paragraph number. So right here, I would just strengthen this right here and say, in an article by Moody, she discusses a patient who did receive a miracle. So just word it to where it's a little bit more clear exactly what you're doing here. This right here, it's different. So my guess is that you used a generator, or you used I don't even know the names of those. EasyBib, like easybib.com. I'm not against doing those, but there's discrepancies. And so if you're going to copy and paste your sources over, again, I have no problem with that. Do it. But make sure you go back and check yourself, because it's not correct. It's not 100% correct. For example, you have it's the last name goes first. It goes in alphabetical order. So if this would go first. The last name goes first. The D right here would be capitalized. So this is going to be close. What you have is close format, but it's not 100%. So you need to make sure you go back and check it. And the font is you got to make sure you're consistent with the font. So there's my feedback on this. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. But make sure you make those changes and having that thesis paragraph, and then I would rework it to where you're not repeating yourself so much. I think that by adding in maybe more sources would help that. So if you have any questions, let me know.